Hi, Tom Cole, coach of Buckeye Cable and BCSN, and it's really a tremendous honor and privilege for me to welcome in two good buddies here. Coach Pearson, head coach, outstanding coach at St. John's Jesuit, and their outstanding quarterback, Matt Winzeler. Guys, thanks so much for joining us on the Sports Flash. Coach, I'm going to start with you. I look at your roster, and boy, there are great things ahead at St. John's Jesuit. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but 39 sophomores. I think a freshman is starting. Out of the roster, that's got to be one of the youngest teams in the history of St. John's. We were chatting off air, and you said it was maybe the youngest team other than when they started the first class to go through St. John's. So that's got to bode well for the future because the kids are doing some good things.
Yeah, it does, Tom. And, we knew going in we were going to play a lot of young kids. Our sophomore class is a pretty good group overall. There's a lot of them. They had a lot of great success at the freshman level last year. We've got a freshman linebacker up, Dallas Gant, whose dad, Jim Gant, was a great player at Toledo. And he's 6'3", 185, 190 pounds. He's actually going to get his first start this week against Lima. And, we're excited about the youth. And we've got some seniors that are busting their tails and doing some great things, and obviously. And, we've got a nice junior class as well.
Well, those seniors they'll bear the fruit of, say down the road it's playoffs and championships. They'll know that they set the foundation for it, now, because that's how it works. You know that you're a Renaissance guy. You've been all around football. You've been successful at everything you've done. Coaching younger guys is different than a veteran, experienced club. Tell the folks how it's different, because a lot of people don't understand. Well, I just coach them the same. No, it's different. Tell them how you coach them.
The thing is that the young kids, haven't been in there when the bullets are flying, so to speak, on Friday night. So you're a little more patient, I think, with them. The seniors have been in there. They know what's going on. Some of our juniors obviously have. But, with the young kids, they're going to make some mistakes early. You got to be patient. You can't be so quick to, snatch them out of the game or do whatever. And fortunately for us, we have a great senior group. Like you said, they've laid the foundation for these young guys and set the blueprint. So, hopefully things will continue to get better for us.
Yeah, the Dick Andersons of the world have done a great job. Coach, you got to talk to your quarterback. Matt, I find this so interesting. First of all, the stats you put up last week. 27, 37, 388, 5 touchdowns. Those are incredible numbers. I was telling your coach, Coach Doug, I saw probably played with or coached the first half of all the quarterbacks in the history of St. John's. Your outstanding coach, Coach Pearson, has had the second half of them. And we were talking in the parking lot, there's a possibility, continued growth and development. Yeah. You could be one of the best ever. And there have been some great ones. Definitely. How does that make you feel?
Just to be considered as probably one of maybe the best is this an honor. There's been a lot of great quarterbacks from Brogan Roback, Shane Patterson, Rick Ratty. It goes back all the way.
Yep.
A lot of great quarterbacks, and this to hear that I'm progressing and have the potential to be at that level is just gives some confidence to me, I guess. But
Matt, there was a game, and I don't remember who you played. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I call it your coming out party, where it just seemed like when you're new to a system, coach has a great system, but when you're new to it, I don't care if you're a junior, senior, whatever, it takes a while to figure it out. And I thought, for you, it was like a light switch kind of game where, Joe Namath always talks about a particular game he played on, suddenly the light switch came on, and he suddenly started seeing all the receivers. He understood what the coaches were talking about. Has that happened for you? What game was that light switch game for you?
The St. Francis game, definitely. In the beginning of the season, I was still figuring out the offense, finding out what my receivers, how they ran their routes, and how my offensive line worked, and running backs as well. And this seemed to just all come together in that game. And this finally started to click with me, and I felt more comfortable with the offense and this doing what I do.
Matt, you're very lucky to be at St. John's because Coach Pearson, I coached when Coach Pearson played, and he was a great player at St. John's. They won a city championship. But I always knew, and Doug probably gets sick of hearing this, but I always knew he was going to be a great coach because in the offensive line as a guard, he knew all the plays and he knew where everybody was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And he would tell our quarterback, who got confused occasionally. He was a great player, but he got confused. And he would tell our quarterback, it's pro, with a split, and he'd give him the play. And so he's a quarterback-friendly coach. Have you noticed that? Has that been part of the package?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Coach, is that something you've noticed that you can kind of, take Matt a little bit under your wing and say, hey, let's develop a few things? I mean, he was already a very good player when he came to you, but he's developed to another level.
Well, he's really, really come on, Tom. There's no question about that. And he had good skill when he came to St. John's.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now. And I just think that as the season's progressed and he's picked up more and more things, he's really done well. I mean, if you look at the last 3 weeks, he had 461 total yards running and passing against St. Francis. He had 348 at Findlay. He had 388 last week. I mean, I think we just got to continue to protect him. Up front, the big guys up front got to continue to protect, and our running backs and receivers keep running good routes, and we'll just go from there, one step at a time.
But, Matt, this guy won't say it, but he's great at scheming those things to get you, to put you in the best possible situation to be successful. And that's important because sometimes coaches unintentionally, they just don't know the offense real well, the offensive side of it, and they'll put you in a scheme just doesn't work for you, and you got a guy putting you in the best possible situation. What have you enjoyed so much about St. John's outside of football? I mean, obviously you're having tremendous success there, but outside of football, what have you enjoyed?
Just as soon as I came to St. John's, everybody just welcomed me and made me feel at home. All of the guys, starting with Max and Sean Ratty, they all just treated me like I was family, and this made me feel welcome there.
So it didn't take you too long to assimilate in?
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, well, I can understand that you're a class quality guy, and you're going to be a difference maker for a long time at St. John's. Wish you nothing but the best. Stay healthy. Coach, wish you nothing but the best. And then you got the young guys, but you're seeing great things and great potential, and I know that you're going to get it done. So thanks
Tom.
Coach.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks so much for being with us. Coach,
Thanks, Tom.
thanks so much. All right. Tom Cole, the coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN.